Hi there, this is Carissa from With Our Best Blog, and today we're going to be reviewing the Michael Symon's Live to Cook collection vacuum sealer by Weston. So maybe you're a hunter and you like to package your own game, or you're a gardener and you don't like to have excess waste vegetables and fruits, or maybe you're a couponer or mom who needs to save some money on grocery bill. Well, with this product you're going to be able to do that. So for me, for instance, I like to buy in bulk. I like to buy those huge ground beef containers that have like 3 pounds or more, and you end up splitting it up. You can use a food scale to do your own measurements, like if you wanted to do a pound each, use a food scale, vacuum seal it, save it for later. I oftentimes find that food goes to waste in our garden because there's only 2 of us, and if you have a small family, 2 or 4, maybe you're not going to be able to eat all those tomatoes at once. Well, you can vacuum seal them. I want to tell you what you're going to get when you buy the vacuum sealer from WestonSupply.com. You're going to get the vacuum sealer itself, which is really nice. It's stainless steel and black. It's not very big. It's commercial grade, but it's made for the home. It's small enough that it won't be super heavy duty. You don't need your own room for it. You can pull it up and put it on the counter. Easy to use. You're also going to get the exclusive recipes from Michael Symon in this recipe book, as well as instructions. And this is really nice. They're going to give you 15 bags to start with. They're going to come in pint, quart, and gallon size bags. You're going to get all that when you get this vacuum sealer. But of course, when you're in the process and you're getting ready and you have all these meats and vegetables and things you want to package, it's going to be really frustrating if you don't have all the materials. I know how annoying that can be when you're all set and ready to go and then you have to run to the store for one last thing. So you're going to want to make sure that you have all the materials you're going to need for vacuum sealing. And they offer quite a bit in this collection to go with this sealer. They have the vacuum seal bag rolls, and this is great. It comes with 3 rolls that are 8 by 22, and I've already opened one up and they just look like this. What's great about these is you can make your own size, so you're not going to be wasting the sizes that they have. Maybe you just have a small portion, an individual portion of something you want to do, like cut up tomatoes or onions. That's great for this. Make it as big as small as you want. They also have this, which is a 50-pack. It comes with the pint, quart, and the gallon size again. And also there's these canisters. And these vacuum seal canisters are really impressive. I am kind of in love with them right now. You can marinate food with it. It's things that you want to just put in the fridge, use for later that day or maybe later the week. It's good for that, whereas the vacuum seal bags are good for the freezer type items. So now I want to show you how to do the rolls. And this is nice, like I said, because then you can customize the size exactly to fit your needs. So I cut it off just with scissors, and see both of the sides are open. So what you're going to do is, just like if you're sealing a bag, you're going to press it down, make sure it's in the chamber, make sure it's locked, and then you're going to push just the seal button. And see, it seals it nice and tight. As long as it's flat and there's no creases, it's going to give you a perfect seal. Also, I should say that another thing cool about these bags is you can reuse them. So if you use, ooh, that's kind of hot. If you use like a big bag and you use just vegetables in it, not meat, so you're not going to cross-contaminate, you can seal it up, eat the vegetables in here, and then cut this off and then reseal it. So if it's really big, you can reseal it, and you're not wasting. You can just wash it in the dishwasher. You know, just make sure that there's no holes or anything in it, and that it gives you a nice seal for the second time around. If it doesn't, then it's probably done. You should throw it away. But that's the nice thing about this. So I want to show you how great this seal is. It makes a really nice seal on there. Alright, so we're going to start off with doing some chicken. So we have some chicken here, and we're going to make it like a barbecue-y style chicken. First of all, you're going to just want to press the on switch. Make sure that it's plugged in. Press the on switch. You're ready to go. You're going to unclasp it with the 2 buttons on the side. Pull up. Then you've got your food that you want to do. We're going to make this barbecue, so we're going to put in some thick barbecue sauce. And I've already cut up some onions and jalapenos. We're going to throw those in there too. Remember, you're not going to want a lot of seasoning or sauces because, that's a lot there. Oh, that'll work. Because you're going to lock in the flavor with the meat, and it's going to be so juicy and delicious. It's just going to soak it all up that you really don't need a lot like you normally would. You want to make sure that nothing is on the steel, that it's completely clean, and that there's no wrinkles or creases. And then you're going to put it in, slightly into the vacuum chamber, and flat onto the machine. And then you're going to click it closed, which you kind of have to put some oomph into it. And then this is going to be the automatic process. It's so easy. You're just going to push the start button, and you can hear it sealing. And then you're going to see the vacuum progress on the machine. There's little lights that show you how well it's vacuumed, and then it's showing you the seal right now. And soon we're going to hear the beep, and the vacuum thing shut off. And see, then it's done. So lift up, and there you have the sealed, the chicken, and it's ready to go into the freezer. You can just mark it off with your Sharpie, say what date you did it, and you're all good to go. You're going to have a meal very quickly. With these bags, you don't want anything to be on the top seal, otherwise it won't seal very well. There's any liquid on the top. So one tip I have for you is you can fold the bag over like this, and then you can put the stuff inside and then refold the bag out. So I'm going to do that with some tomatoes from the garden. We've got loads and loads of tomatoes, so we just don't even know what to do with them. We're going to be vacuum sealing them. We're going to see how this goes. This is actually my first time doing the little tomatoes, so we'll see how it works. Okay, so I can tell that it's pretty good. I'm going to seal it off. And it did suck some of the juices out. I thought the tomatoes were pretty dry, but it looks like it sucked some of it up. But this is a good part about this machine, actually. So see, it did get a little bit of the juices in there. But let me tell you why this is great. Because this is designed at a slant, it's not going to get it into the actual little sucker thing as easily because it's going to fall into the slant. So see, some did get in there. But because it's so well designed, you're not going to have a problem if you have a little bit of juice. You don't want a lot of juice because that will not give you as good of a seal. But if you have a little, then it shouldn't get all the way sucked in there. So that's good. So see, you have the tomatoes ready to go into the freezer. Next, I want to show you some green beans. We had a ton of green beans from our garden. These are them. And I'm going to choose the medium-sized bag and just put some of them in there. And these are completely dried off and washed. And this is nice because if you just want some vegetables with your meal later in the year, vegetables in vacuum sealed bags last a lot longer than the frozen bags that you get from the grocery store. And a really cool thing is the instruction manual that comes with this book tells you exactly how long things should stay, like berries, flour, meats. So it's a nice handy tool. You can see once you mark it on there, the date, and then you can look at the book and see how long it should last. So we're going to slip it in. And then we're going to push down, make sure that everything's flat so you're going to get a good seal. Lock it into place. And for this one, let's do the pulse again. So let's see. I'm going to take out as much air as I want to and feel it's good. I think that's good. And I'm going to seal it up. I love that you can do that. That's a great thing about this is you don't have to do the automatic one, which is nice. It's only a one push button. You just push start. But this one's nice because you can do it yourself. So this one worked really well because it was completely dry. There was no liquids in there. I mean, there's no air in there whatsoever. So there's your green beans that you have for a meal later on in the year. If So you can save your herbs, and vacuum sealing is a great way to do that. So I put them in, and just like before, push it down. And let's do the one automatic button push. So you just push the start button, you're going to see the progress. And this is nice. You can store this in the freezer and wait for the beep. I got that myself. And then you're allowed to open it once you get that beep. Everything's done, the progress lights have gone off. And this is really good. This is a really good job. It's completely sealed. You know, this barely takes up any room in your refrigerator or freezer, so that's really nice. So there you have the Mint vacuum sealed. So here I have an individual portion of chicken, just one chicken breast, and I put a dry rub on it, just a mixture of paprika, cayenne, some hot spices, so this will be nice for like a lunch, or if you want to just take it to work, or when I'm gone and my husband needs to cook on his own, he can just pull out the one package. So it's nice for that individual packaging. I'm sealing it up, and then you're going to hear the vacuum release, a little noise, and then the beep, and then we're good to open it. So there you have just the individual chicken packed in there. And this is nice. It has the quilted side and it has the clear side. The quilts are good because when you're cutting it, when you're doing your own individual rolls, you can cut it in a straight line that way. And I think that it also sucks up more air because of the way that it's designed rather than just the flat back. I don't know, I like them. They work well in the freezer. They really suck the air out good. So there you have the individual chicken packed by the vacuum sealer. So I want to show you everything that we have sealed up so far. We've got our mint, and we've got our peppers, our green beans, and tomatoes, and chicken. We've got a lot of stuff sealed up, and it was really easy, really quick to do. I'm excited to put it in the freezer and save it for later on in the year when this stuff isn't in season as much, and it's more expensive in the store, but I obviously have it cheaper in my freezer. So overall, I want to say that I really, really love my Weston vacuum sealer, the Michael Symon Live to Cook collection. It is small and compact, it fits well in my kitchen, yet it's commercial grade and works well. I love the design with the stainless steel and black, it's really classy looking. Well, for me, I'm not super savvy with this kind of stuff, these high-tech things, but I found it so easy to use and so simple. The directions are really basic. Anybody could really figure it out. Because I'm a gardener, I don't want to waste that food, all those extra vegetables. I can put my green beans, my peppers, everything in here and save it for all year round where I'm not buying the high prices at the store. I really like it for the meats where I can buy them on sale and buy them in bulk and use them and store them all year round and not have things go to waste. So overall, I really like this machine. I think it is a good price for what you're getting. It's $199 on WestonSupply.com. And I found that that's a good price for vacuum sealers on the internet. So I highly recommend it, and check it out at witherbest.com. We have a full review, or westonsupply.com, and you can purchase your own. Thanks for watching.